while we wait for, if you're sticking around, everyone, we're going to look at these GSC reveals right now.
Is it up?
When it comes out. But while we wait, definitely go check out Dice Arcade. They're our sponsor. You get an additional 3% off of your stuff over there, 25% off for new orders if you become a member. Become a member. It's $4 Australian a month. It really helps us. If you haven't subscribed yet, of course, subscribe, like, do all the things, and otherwise enjoy us now for the podcast after game show. Let's do it.
We have it.
What do we got?
I'll read the first army rule.
Okay, go nuts.
All right, so the army rule, here we go. If your army faction is Genestealer cults, each time a unit with its ability is destroyed, this is different, roll 1d6, adding 3 to the result if it is a battle line unit. On a 4-up, that unit is placed into cult ambush, and you can place 1 cult ambush marker anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 9 inches away from enemy units. So when you're killed on a 4-up, you re-exist in ambush. That is going to be...
I'm so confused. What just happened?
Whoa.
It's not loading for me, and I have no...
What?
What words did you just say to me? Hold on.
What is it? Okay.
This is what I was saying. So you're saying that if you die, you get to come back again.
On a 4-up.
That's perfect. That's way better than the...
That's way better.
The Grey Knight's idea.
Okay.
It's supposed to be an endless war.
No, but there's other ways.
Well, it's not working for me.
All right. Let me tell you. There's a couple of caveats to that.
Right.
So if an enemy model, excluding aircraft, ends any move within 9 inches of a cult ambush marker I placed, that cult ambush marker is removed from the battlefield.
So it's like a drain pipe and you keep coming out, but if things get close, it's
at the end of a reinforcement step of your opponent's next movement phase, for each of your cult ambush markers that is still on the battlefield, you can select 1 unit from your army that is in cult ambush and set that destroyed unit back up on the battlefield using the deep strike ability, containing all its models with their full wounds remaining and with at least 1 of those models touching that cult ambush marker. Oh my God, if you had 10, you could string out like zoopity doop.
Zoopity doop.
And it doesn't say when you come back, you have to be 9 inches away from an enemy.
I assume it says using the deep strike rules.
If they come within 9 inches of the marker, it gets destroyed anyway. So
It
you'll
says-
always be more than 9 inches away.
And it says using the deep strike rules.
Yeah. Characters that are...
Why is it not working for me? This is so BS.
Characters that are attached to that unit with this ability are not returned alongside the unit if it's a bodyguard unit. Okay? So neophytes, acolyte hybrids, they both have OC2. They can come back. They come back, reclaim territory. That's fantastic. That is a brilliant mechanic.
Brilliant.
Very, 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 very powerful. I think people are going to underestimate how useful that is in a horde army.
Just coming back over and over and over and over.
There's no other faction in 40k that does it, is there?
Pink horrors, blue horrors.
Yeah, but they're replacement units. They replace with something else.
Yeah.
It does. You do come back at half health, so you might be battle
Come back
shocked.
at half health?
Do you?
Is that what it
No.
is? It just says full health, doesn't
Just
it? With all your wounds remaining and everything.
roll. We're on a 4-up unit placed into cult unit, and that's it. So, as someone who plays zombies and skeletons in Age of Sigmar, this is something I am naturally suited to. I love this. Love it. All right, they came from below. Each time a Genestealer cult's unit from your army is set up on the battlefield as reinforcements, until the end of the next fight phase, weapons equipped by models in that unit have a sustained hits 1. Which one's that?
Exploding hits and sixes.
And ignores cover.
Cool.
All right, so when you come out from underground...
Wait, is it shooting weapons or ranged weapons or melee weapons or both?
That is weapons equipped by models in that unit have sustained hits and ignores cover.
So shooting and combat?
Yes.
Ooh.
So
when you are... So basically what we've learned is when you deep strike, it's still 9 away, same as everyone else
9
now,
away.
But you get exploding hits of 6s and ignores cover.
Yep.
And then when you charge, you get exploding hits of 6s.
Yes.
And then when you die, as long as there's a marker on the field, you on a 4-up can come back within range of that marker next turn.
And there is no text here. So I, as an Age of Sigmar player who plays zombies and skeletons, I hate the text. No reinforced return unit can come back more than once. It does not have that text in here.
No, it doesn't.
It does not.
Unless,
No, it doesn't.
no, hold on. In the core rules, it might say replaced and repositioned units.
It might somewhere.
Because it does say that in the back of this.
All right, I haven't seen that anywhere yet, but we will look for it.
So if it does say in the back that you have replaced and repositioned units, then you won't be able to do it.
All right, the next rule is...
While you do that, I'll check that. I can check that.
The next rule is Brood Brothers. Brood Brothers.
Brood
so you can
Brothers.
still do Brood Brothers in Strike Forces, a quarter of your army. Exactly the same as you did last time, but you can't take Epic Heroes, Ogrins, Ratlings, Tempestus, Commissars, Preachers, Regimental Engineers, Munitiatorum, Servitors, or Aircraft. But you can take all the Brood Brothers non-Tempestus stuff.
So this is the ally stuff.
Yes.
So what can
You
you
can't
take?
take Lord Solar, you can't take Leonardus, but you can take all the Lehman Russes, you can take all the Field Ordnance Batteries, you can take all the troops.
So it makes sense.
Yeah. You can't
You're not
take the
taking
elite
things like
troops
named characters.
and
You can't
Ogrins.
You can't take Scions or Ogrins and Bullgrins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you can still take like dudes.
All right. They've given the...
That's not bad.
I'm really loving this. This army so far is right up my alley.
Okay, hold that
And
thought.
you know what?
Yeah?
You know what feels good?
Yeah?
Is that if I don't make the charge and I do get shot to death, I'm just coming back. I'm just coming back. Also, that 4-up, if you're a battle line unit, you get +1 to the roll, so it was a 3-up.
Say again.
I
What?
roll
Wait.
1d6, adding 3 to the result if it is a battle line unit. Wait, what?
So you come back automatically
What?
if it's battle line.
Each time a unit's ability is destroyed, roll 1d6, adding 3 to the result if it's a battle line unit. On a 4-up, that unit is placed into cult ambush it.
Yeah.
So
So you will have all your battle line units will come back once.
You think that's how it's going to be?
Very certain.
Yeah, I think that must be it.
Because it'll say reposition and replace units.
Yeah. Somewhere in there,
Yeah.
in the rules, down the back, will be you can't come back
It'll
more than
say
once.
you can, yeah. So you'll be able to come back with all your battle line units
But-
once,
Yeah,
which is probably just going to be neophytes and acolytes.
probably.
Hybrid metamorphs, aberrants, all that stuff
They're
will be able
elites.
to 4-up,
Yeah.
and then you'll be able to come back once.
But if you take 1,000 points of neophytes and acolytes, you are effectively putting 2,000 points in your army.
Only if you have all your markers. So you
Yes,
gotta be
that's
careful,
true.
because what does it say? How does your marker go down? Is it just if an
If,
enemy
and
unit's
then it
within
gets a
range?
9, within 9.
Within 9 in any phase?
Yes.
So you literally could have basically 3 units of 3, like, how many markers do you have? 3?
No, you have infinite number of markers.
Infinite markers. How many?
Yeah.
Where
Why
do
would
you
you
put
only
the
have-
markers though?
No, you put on a 4-up, you put that marker anywhere on the battlefield more than 9 away from enemy units. So I can put 20, I can put it over here and bring it back over here. I can put it over there and bring it back
Oh,
over
so
there.
each unit that dies creates a marker.
Yes.
But then how do you destroy the marker?
You come within 9 inches of it.
Otherwise it comes back again?
No, that's it. It's gone.
I'm confused.
So, okay, so say 3 die, okay?
Yeah.
And then you put 3 units, 3 markers down.
Right. So when they die, you put a marker where they are or
no,
anywhere.
anywhere.
And then in your next turn, things can come out of it.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're versing a really mobile army,
They can
they
knock
can
them
just
off.
zip around and just be like, no, then you're kind of screwed.
So you have to do at the end of the reinforcement step of your opponent's next movement phase.
Place your units or the marker?
Each of your cult ambush markers that are still on the battlefield, you can select 1 unit and put them back on the board.
In your opponent's phase?
Yes.
So at the end of their move?
Reinforcements, which is part of
After
the
their
movement.
move.
Yes.
So
After
they
their move.
they can move, and then once they've done
Not
their
that-
movement,
if
you
they
have
haven't
to respawn.
destroyed, then you can come back on the board.
And that's also not as good, because you come back before they're psychic and
Correct.
shooting and
Correct.
everything,
So-
and charging.
But you
so
might
you have to be quite
You got to
careful.
be careful.
Yeah.
You can't be aggressive with it.
Interesting.
But
Right.
if you're playing something like Knights,
Yeah.
then they're going in real trouble.
Yeah. So to summarize, when a unit dies,
Yes.
on a 4-up, unless
Yes.
it's battle line, which is free
Yes.
automatically, you place a marker anywhere on the field, and at the end of your opponent's next move phase, you basically set up that unit there, anywhere within range of the marker as long as one of the models is touching it, and then the opponent can then shoot and charge and kill whatever they want. If they move within range of the marker, which you have to place immediately, and then they have a chance to move onto it, if they come within 9, it's destroyed. And if not, you place the unit there, and then the marker is destroyed.
All right. Would you like to hear some abilities
Okay.
for the
Interesting.
neophytes?
Yeah.
All right. 2 abilities.
Okay.
A plan generations in the making. At the start of your command phase, roll 1d6 for each objective marker you control that has 1 or more units from your army with this ability in range of it on a 4-up CP.
Oh. Is
So
it capped at 1?
you can just put a unit at the back of it and you're on your objective, and on a 4-up, bang, CP.
Is it capped at 1?
Doesn't say. I mean, I think CP restoration is capped at 1 full stop.
Surely.
Yes, I'm very confident about that. I've read that. You
That
have
would
to have
be-
rules that go around it.
Right.
But the other thing is you still can get a cult icon, and then in your reinforcement step of your movement phase, you can return up to 3 destroyed model in the bearer's unit.
Yep.
If you're in range of an objective marker, you get D3 plus 3 destroyed.
Ooh.
Wow.
Cool.
How many can you have in the unit? Is
Yeah,
it
I think
just 10?
it doesn't say the amount of models or the
It
points.
doesn't say at all.
Yeah.
So they're not great. Mostly hitting on 4s.
That's the acolytes?
They're 4s and
Or
5s. These are the neophytes. Toughness 3, 5-up save, 1 wound, leadership 7.
So do you reckon that the neophytes, are they showing acolytes there?
Not yet.
I'm guessing that the acolytes will be you can revive
3.
D3.
D3 probably.
And then if you're on an objective, it'd be 3.
3. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Mining laser.
Smiting lasers.
Smiting laser, 1 shot still. BS 5+, which is what's happening to all the heavy.
Yeah.
Because it goes down to 4.
But if you stand still.
Still, it goes down to 4.
And also, what's the GSC rule now? You get exploding hits of 6s when they arrive.
Yes.
And when they arrive, they count as moving.
They count as moving, yes.
So when they arrive, neophytes will hit on a 5.
Yes.
But 6s will explode.
Strength 12.
Yeah, -3.
Minus 3, D6 plus 1.
D6 plus 1.
Yeah.
So it's worse than a Bright Lance by 1 damage. That's... I mean, the fact that when you arrive, you get to hit on a 5?
You can give the unit power weapons now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're still only damage 1, but they are AP -2, strength 4. You couldn't do that before.
Okay.
Maybe you can only give it to the leader. I don't know.
Sure.
A Goliath truck has a firing deck 12.
Wow. That's cool.
That's going to be interesting.
So, but I assume if it moves, then the dudes inside also move.
Yes.
So if they have like a mining laser.
Would you like to hear
they'll
about the
do it.
Patriarch?
Yeah.
Okay.
would.
Patriarch, let's go through the stats.
Are the neophytes still like T3, 1
Yeah.
wound,
Yeah,
5
yeah.
up armor?
Yep.
Okay. And they
So
hit
they'll
on,
die easy.
most of their stuff hits on 4s, the
Yes.
mining lasers hit on 5s.
Exactly right.
Okay, seismic cannons.
Seismic cannons hit on 5s.
And they're 6 -3, 2 or something
6
like that?
minus 1, D3. Rapid fire 2.
Oh. Rapid fire 2? So, and what's their range?
24.
So within, only at 24 inches, they get 2 shots hitting on 5.
Everything's-
Unless you stand still.
Everything is 24 basically, except for the heavy
And then
stubber.
6 -1, D3?
D3.
Ugh, that's awful.
Yeah, but we're talking quantity, not quality. GSC is never worried about quality.
Oh yeah, but the
We love quantity.
the seismic cannons were way better before. They were like
Probably,
6 minus
yeah.
2, weren't they?
Something like
Now
that.
it's varied damage, which is awful.
Yes.
And it's -1 AP, and you only hit on 4s.
You can't make me unhappy today. Can't make me unhappy today.
Oh, the mining laser is good, but I'm just saying the seismic cannons are gone. They're terrible.
All right. It depends on points. Let's see how we go.
Yeah.
Patriarch, move 8, toughness 5, 4-up save,
Okay. 4 up invuln.
4-up invul, 6 wounds, 6-up leadership, 1 objective control.
6 plus leadership?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You've got to roll over it, right?
Yeah.
Devastating wounds, twin-linked claws.
Oh, that means you get to reroll hits?
I don't know. I can't
I think
remember.
Twin Linked is reroll hits.
5 attacks, 2 weapon skills, 6 strength, -2, 2 damage. Lots of abilities. Might from Beyond. When this
not very good in combat.
model is leading a unit, so you can lead a unit with
okay.
it.
Well,
Melee weapons equipped by
hashtag
this
problem.
model have a devastating wounds ability.
Which is 6s to wound are immortal.
Does it give it
I
itself?
think.
It must.
Yeah.
So it gives itself devastating wounds.
Yeah.
It's already got devastating wounds, that's fine.
Yeah.
At the start of the fight phase, each enemy unit within 6 inches of this model must take a battle shock test.
Ooh. Warsmith is saying, chat's saying it's reroll to wound. It's
Okay,
twin
cool.
linked. So it's the same as what he had.
Yeah.
He had reroll wounds before.
Psychic Familiar, he can double...
But is devastating the 6s to wound or a mortal wound, something like that. Pretty sure devastating.
Something like that. Psychic. He's got a psychic familiar still.
Yep.
Once a battle,
Okay.
he can double the range of the
One spell?
force battle shock.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
so to 12 inches to force battle shock.
Oh.
And then,
Okay. So he can double the range on affecting battle shock.
yes.
This familiar before used to be a spell thing, so now it's a battle shock thing.
Now it's a battle shock thing.
Interesting. 6s to wound and mortal wounds as the damage of the weapon,
Oh, wow.
and he rerolls all the wounds. So
And
that's
you
where-
can apply, you know what you can attach him to according to this article?
Yeah.
Genestealers. So if there are like 4 attacks, 6s.
Yeah, but
Mortals?
luckily they don't get full rerolls to wound, I hope.
Oh.
But yeah, so his strength lies in his 6s to wound. Because when you come up against something that's really tough, like a monster or a vehicle, you'll be able to reroll all your wounds and just fish for 6s. Because then it'll be like 2 mortal wounds per 6.
I'm going to
Okay, fair enough. He's
I'm going
pretty
to ignore the Reductus Saboteur because it's
No,
super boring.
no,
and we're
come
going to
on.
move straight
I
onto
love
the
the
power
Reductus.
sledgehammer on the
No.
Abominant.
Oh, why is it not working?
All right, you read it out. You read it out.
Yes.
Because I've read out everything else, and this one is
Yes.
super tedious.
I love the Reductus.
I like this army.
Demolition
Oh boy.
charges. He has an assault, blast, one shot. What's one shot mean?
You get to use it once in the battle.
It
at
does
all.
say it right there. That's yes. I should have read that. Range 6, D6 plus 3 shots, hitting on 2s, 12 minus 2, 2. That's a weird weapon.
Yeah.
Use that against a
I
tank.
know.
Be like, oh, look, I don't know, 4 damage, 8 damage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know what this does.
Interesting. Assault blast, interesting. And then he has remote explosives, blast, indirect fire.
Yeah.
So
What's the range though?
24.
Okay.
But I think
There's
the indirect
is
fire
that one
is
off?
still your -1 ballistic skill or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
and they get
They
plus
get
one
plus one to
armor or
cover,
something. Hitting on 3s, strength 5, AP nothing, 1 damage. D6 plus 3 shots.
Extremely boring.
Ugh.
Let's talk about the Abominant.
But,
Power Sledgehammer.
Why not,
He's
right?
now hitting on 3s, which is nice. Strength 12, -2, D6 plus 1 damage. It's really weird.
wait, what? How much damage?
D6 plus 1.
Interesting. So it's the same as a mining laser. He hits you with mining lasers in
Yes, in combat.
AP,
-2.
okay.
It's not
How
great.
many attacks? Inside?
3 attacks.
Three?
3.
Hitting on like 2s,
Hitting on 3s.
3s, strength 12.
The Abominant's always been terrible. This is
minus
probably
2,
an
D6 plus
improvement.
1. Ugh.
We haven't seen his profile yet, so
Is
he might
is he a
reroll.
leader? Does he join new units?
We don't know. We don't know. And the stratagem. Would you like to give a stratagem?
Yeah.
2 CP. I don't like that already.
Yeah.
The,
Oh, you never know. The one for Eldon was pretty good.
the start of your shooting phase or the start of the fight phase.
All right.
2 Genestealer cults from your army that have not been selected to shoot or fight this phase, and 1 enemy unit are the targets of the coordinated trap. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in either of your units makes an attack, it can only target that enemy unit.
Okay.
But
Shooting
when-
or fight?
Shooting or fighting. But when it does, +1 to wound.
Oh.
Oh, there's a second one.
So you give 2 units
Yes, +1 to
against
wound. One
unit,
unit, +1 to wound.
plus 1 wound.
Yeah.
Shooting or combat.
You don't have crossfire, so that's all gone. But so here we go. We have 1 CP in your movement phase. 1 Genestealer cults unit from your army that is arriving using the Deep Strike ability. You can set this up 3 inches away from all enemy models, but you can't charge.
Oh.
Which is still very good. It's always been very good.
Yeah.
To stealing, you can steal an objective with 10 bodies.
Yeah. As 1 CP?
1 CP.
So they have a 1 CP strat, which is one of their strats. They're only going to have 6 strats.
Yes.
So
No, that's 2 of the strats.
I know. So we've seen a third
Third
of
of
the
the
strats
strats.
already. So
Yeah.
one of those strats is going to be you can arrive 3 inches away, but you can't charge.
Charge.
The other one is the +1 a wound. They've lost crossfire and exposed,
Yes.
and 8-inch deep strikes and 6-inch deep strikes.
Yes. But,
And-
but they have embraced their horde.
Yeah. So you just can come back a lot more, but you also no longer do things like hit on 3s. You're going to be like orcs. It's going to be orcs, literally.
No, it's going to be
Orcs.
vampires. It's going to be vampires.
Well, the fact that you're hitting on 5s.
I want to know, can you make a 20-man blob of neophytes?
We'll have to see what things like Ridge Runners and trucks
Obviously,
and stuff do for shooting. Because at the moment, all your mining lasers and stuff from the ground are going to be hitting on 5s. Exploding hits of 6s when you arrive. And then after you have arrived, you will stand still and you'll go to hitting on 4s, but you'll lose exploding hits of 6s and the fact that you ignore cover. And if you need to move with your unit for any reason, you go back to hitting on 5s and you don't get exploding 6s or cover.
I think it's okay. Let's see how the rest of it
Did they not showcase a trait?
Nope.
So it
What
was
the trait, wasn't it?
No, that was the army rule.
They came from below.
Oh, that's a trait.
Yes.
Which is the exploding hits.
Yes.
And the ignore cover.
Yes.
Oh.
No, I'm fine. I think you'll be surprised how many bodies you're going to just splurt out there.
I mean, yeah, the bodies rule is fantastic, but the rest is not as good.
GSC.
Yeah, GSC.
It'll be interesting.
I'm excited for it.
What I'm interested
That army is going to be so match dependent, though.
No, I think there's some interesting things. What I want to know is, can you use all the Astra Militarum stuff for your Astra Militarum unit in detachment?
As in, like,
Right.
can you have exploding hits of 6s and then arrive and shoot stuff?
Well, either will you get all the Genestealers, GSC stuff,
or
will you get all of that, or do you lose
the guard
everything?
stuff.
It would be great if you can get the 500 points of the best guard stuff.
True, and just shoot with that.
And just shoot with
and
that.
Then do everything else with all the other
the
stuff.
bodies.
Yeah, true.
That would be cool.
That'd be pretty good. Because at the moment I was thinking, if you run pure GSC, at this point in time, if you come up against an army that's really fast and has a lot of horde killing...
It doesn't say you can't use the stratagem or they lose their keywords or anything like that.
How do you mean?
It says, if your army faction is Genestealer cults, you can include your Astra Militarum units in your army, even though they do not have the cult faction keyword.
Yeah.
The combined points can't be X, you can't be your warlord, and they can't be given enhancements, and you can't include various different things. But it doesn't say you can't use stratagems. You can't use stratagems to give them a warlord trait or a relic, but you can probably use stratagems to buff them.
But will they...
So you get 12 stratagems
Will
suddenly.
they get any bonuses, though?
That's a good... Well, they'll be part of that detachment,
What does
won't
the
they?
ability say for at the beginning? Like, does it say, when it talks about the ability, does it say if every unit in your army is...
If your army faction is Genestealer cults, that's it.
So maybe they will get all the Genestealer cults abilities.
Don't know.
Which means that if they arrive from ambush...
No, because they don't pick up the Genestealer... It doesn't look like they pick up the Genestealer cults keyword.
It doesn't say that they need the keyword. It just says if you have a detachment of Genestealer cults.
Yeah, that's true.
Which you do.
Yeah. You won't be able to use the stratagems on the Brood Brothers,
but you may be able to... faction is Genestealer cults.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know how it works.
Have we seen keywords on the data sheets? Like on the data sheet for the neophytes, do they have a keyword?
They've got infantry, battle line, grenades, great devourer.
That's probably the NID one.
And neophyte hybrids.
So no. So maybe the tanks will get the cults ones.
I don't think they will. I think they will not get the cults thing.
But they'll get the other ones?
But no, they won't get the guard thing, but you'll be able to use guard strats. Maybe.
Right.
I don't know.
Have to wait and see. That's a really weird and interesting interaction that we'll have to wait for. I don't know.
I know you're not thrilled because you do like your more...
I like the sneaky sneaks.
But I think there is something about just a horde of bodies
just kind of seems like
coming back again and again and again.
If you can run like, I don't know.
If you can run a bulb of 20 and you've got an icon and they're just wearing them down time after time and you're like, no, I bring back... This round I bring back 6.
But you can probably only bring each unit back once.
Yes.
But it still means that if you bring like 200 neophytes, you're going to get 400 neophytes in your list if they don't step on any of your markers.
Correct.
Which is that's going to suck.
That's going to be brutal for some players.
And it's going to suck for you
because
you might
I
have
got
to
to
paint
buy
200 neophytes.
Oh, no!
Yes, more painting! Yes. So, for tournaments, if you go up against a Genestealer cults player, you're probably going to be versing like 300 neophytes.
Yeah, I would try and just shove as many neophytes and acolytes
and give them more power weapons. Screw the guns. Who cares?
Don't forget, like, if you come in their movement phase, right, like if you plan, you put yourself behind like if you
put it behind a thing and then you
you
jump out,
charge
you're like,
next turn.
Yeah.
There's a lot of value there. You don't have to get every single ambush back. You just have to get enough back that they are damned if they do or damned if they don't.
That's very true. All right. Well, before we go as well,
I would say I'm more excited about GSC than Votan.
I keep doing all the things. Before we go, firstly, chat, if you're still here and you watch all the way through, we love you. Secondly, objective markers. Go and get the objective markers. Yeah, I put a lot of work and effort into A, making them, and B, trying to put them on the web store. That takes a lot of time and effort. So please, at least go and check them out. Do me a favor, click the link. It's on the store page. If not, it's here on the YouTube page. That would be amazing. All the plugs, Dice Arcade, go check them out. Subscribe, like, do all the things. Thanks, chat. See you next time.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.